this bushing, which is supposed to be centered. There you have it. See how it's centered right there? That's the way it's supposed to be. Woo, looking so much more cleaner already. Hey guys, good morning and welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Eddie. Thank you for joining me today for another episode, and I hope you're all having a beautiful day because today it is a hot day. Starting off the day with a dirty lens, great. A little too hot for me, but still a good day. But yeah guys, I've been working a little bit of late nights. I've been working behind the scenes. There you have it. Bam. So now I don't like to tap it all the way through. I like to leave a little gap. That way when I tighten it, it could thread in by itself and lock into place. Alright guys, so as you can see, let's see here. Alright guys, so as you can see, the Zerk fitting is actually working. Taking out all the old grease and we're replenishing it with some new synthetic grease over here. Take a look at that. Alright, and there goes my blue grease coming through, so we're good to go. I'm going to go ahead and stop it here and just clean up all the excess grease. And there goes my successful fitting. As you can see, I've been doing a little here and there. So today I'm just going to finish up the job. What I have to do right now is, even though I did clean this last night, my front crossbar, I have my beautiful purple power over here. We're going to go ahead and dilute it 5:1 ratio and clean it up just one more time before we spray it with some We're gonna spray it with some Rustoleum. It converts basically rust into like a flat black paintable surface. So we're gonna try that out, see how that works before I do a paint job on that, because at the end of the day it goes in the bottom and God knows it may be scraping and rocks. And yeah, so do I really want to paint it all and make it nice? Not so much, but I do want the rust to stop. So we're gonna try the rust converter over here. Then we're finally gonna go ahead and pop out all the bushings from the control arm, the upper control arm, the radius arm, and even the ball joints from the knuckles. So do we got a long day ahead of us? Yes we do, yes we do. But let's get started. Oh, look at this beautiful leaf just floating around. Alright guys, so first things first, we're going to go ahead and clean that up as I just mentioned. I'm going to use the purple power over here and we're going to dilute it 5:1. For me, that's always worked. So let's dive into that right now. That way we can start cleaning her up. And while she dries, after I finish washing her, we'll go ahead and start popping out the bushings. Alright guys, so wear protection. Alright, don't want to be getting this on your skin. It is potent. Alright, let me go grab some water. Gotta step away and take a quick breather. This thing is strong. Alright, so just gonna step away real quick, wash her off, and I'll be right back. Whew. Did I break a sweat or what? I mean, at the end of the day, at least the heat is working in our favor, because it is allowing this bad boy to dry quickly, and then we'll be able to spray it. Oh man. But yeah, today I think we're just gonna pop out all the bushings, all the ball joints from the knuckles, and then on the next video I'll do the energy suspension bushings. Wow, today's a hot day. That should be the title of this video. Oh man. But alright guys, so unfortunately my ball joints are not gonna come from 5 days from now, and I'm definitely gonna be done with all the bushings and everything for now. That's gonna be done over the next day and a half. So in the meantime, I was thinking, what can I do to the 350Z? And not for nothing, there is a lot of oil leaks here. So I'm looking to rectify those during the downtime, because ultimately to put everything back together I have to wait for the ball joints. But I'm gonna connect the majority of the suspension parts in the meantime, put on the big brake kit, put on the new hub bearings, and when the ball joints come in, I'll just press them in. So that's going to be the course of action that we're going to take for this build. While the ball joints come in, take care of a few other minor parts, do the energy suspension bushings, do the big brake kit, connect everything except for the ball joint on the knuckle, fix the oil leak that I have here, and also I think I might do the transmission mount as well. So yeah, that's a few videos right there. Not for nothing, that's good. Oh my god, today is such a hot day. Alright guys, so like I said, I did clean them up a little bit. As you can see here, I didn't have my degreaser, but I did sand them down a little bit to take off a lot of the dirt. They're quite smooth actually, but I'm going to go ahead and put the purple on this as soon as I pop out the bushings. So now let's head to the back, that way we could dive in and pop out all these bushings. Another thing that I did behind the scenes was I put in some Zerk fittings. So essentially, some aftermarket parts come with it. It basically allows you to grease up your ball joints, that way they can last a lot longer. That is a loud motorcycle. Yeah, so Zerk fittings or grease fittings, they allow you to grease up your ball joints, that way they last a lot longer and perform better. So I went ahead and just grabbed my suspension, drilled it, and fitted it in, tapped it in all. So take a look, they came out beautiful. Alright guys, so there you have it. Got one there. Oh, and I got my energy suspension bushings in as well. Then I got one up here, that way I can grease this one as well. So yeah guys, when I say this front suspension is getting an overhaul, it really is. But yeah, a lot of the parts that I use, I'll definitely put in a link in the description below. That way you guys can check it out, and in case you want to do it yourself, you definitely can. Alright, so now let's head to the back and get these bushings out. Alright guys, so just so you can see how much of a tight shift I'm actually running, this is what I'm walking through to actually get to the station. So yeah, it's a tight shift today. Alright guys, and just to show you real quick before we begin the work what I traditionally use, I use this ball joint removal. Even though I don't need this part, these pieces come in handy to replace the ball joints. Plus, depending on the work, I use some of these. This is from the bushing driver set, and some of these here. Like I said, it just depends on what I need, and I usually just use these three and I'm perfectly fine. I can knock out all the bushings with no problems. Man, I wonder how hot it is today. But alright guys, so now that you've seen what tools I use, let's hop to the back and start popping out some of these bushings. This is my receiving cup over here that I have there. I have my X's set up. I have my installation in, ready to go. And let's give this a try. So now that it's locked in place, just make sure all the way around is nice and snug. Let's give this a shot. Alright guys, so we're now going to go ahead and pop out the sleeve. Alright boys. Alright guys, so there you have it. The sleeve is now off as well. Look at that beauty. Yeah, I'm sweating my butt off back there in that corner. It is hot. Today is a hot day like no other. I ain't never sweated like this. And you guys see all my videos. But today's the winner. But alright guys, so same procedure. That's the way I like to do mine. Essentially you could do yours if you want just to pop out the full bushing in one shot. But for accuracy and not to scratch or mess anything up, I like to pop out the bushing itself and then the sleeve. So to each his own. You could definitely do it your own way. I mean, don't get me wrong, it takes me an extra minute to do it this way. But now I just got to replicate the process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 6 times. So I just got to replicate this process about 6 times. And then we'll be back. And what I would suggest is, being that you do one, follow up with doing that same arm. Like for me right now, I just finished doing the radius arm. Being that you have all the items needed to remove one, just go ahead and tackle the other one. Don't jump to like a lower control arm or upper control arm where it has different bushing size. Just take care of everything in one shot. So allow me a few moments. I'm gonna hit the rest and I'll be right back. Bam. It's now out. Ooh, look at that. Nice and clean. And this was my attachment, one of the hub racing bearings. Alright guys, so I just have to admit I went inside real quick because it is hot today. How many times have I said that word today? I wonder. But in any case, we finished all the bushings. Let's take a look at some of the old ones. Alright, so got the bushings popped out, little control arms popped out. These are some of the old bushings here. This is the one that goes bad usually. This is the cylinder itself. Yep, so we're pretty much good to go. And not for nothing, they look nice and clean right now. But yeah guys, we got one more thing to do to call it a day. And that is basically, where is it? Use this right here. This rust converter. Rust Reformer, they call it. I'll put a link in the description below in case you're interested. But there's been a lot of success with this. I've been reading about it a lot. So I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to go ahead and spray this crossbar over here and see how long it lasts without, you know, getting more rusted or having the rust seep through. Which is what I'm looking for, not for nothing. But alright guys, let's get to work. Let's set this up and let's take care of this rust. You know what's so funny? Someone came up to me today and I am so drenched in sweat. I am so hot that I couldn't even talk. It was so crazy. But let's get back to the story. So one question, do you think we need a tack cloth for this? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray the front, spray the back, and then I'll save this part for last. Alright guys, so I think we're good enough to go right now. Let's try this bad boy out. nothing, this thing sprays a lot differently than any other spray can I ever sprayed with. Probably because of the properties that's inside of it, but if you guys are gonna use this, prepare. Alright guys, always remember to clean your air cans after you finish. Done. Let me just show you some before pictures, that way you can have a comparison. I mean, I know I showed it earlier, but let's do that right now so we can see a before and after.
Won't you wait for me? I need you to stay right there. I'm coming right away, my dear.
Alright guys, so that finalizes it for today. Now we're gonna go to TGIF's tonight, enjoy the beautiful night. It is hot over here in New York, but we're gonna enjoy this beautiful night together. This right here, she's just gonna have to wait till tomorrow. But like always guys, if you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button, join the vlogs, join the build, and at the end of the day, let's have a good time together. And like always, think for the future, enjoy your present, and don't focus too much on the past. Peace.